Holly.
Look what I got. Here, everybody.
Holly was bubbly and happy child, and she was so much fun to be around.
Holly's mother, Carla, is convicted on a drug charge and sentenced to prison. Holly comes to live with Anita.
Carla went to jail. Holly lived with me, and I just noticed her starting to be more defiant. You know, I'd get letters from the school, phone calls from the school. By the very end of the school year, she was expelled.
Holly was right at 14 years old when she came to live with me. She had, and that's when she introduced me to her friend, Rick Ketchum.
Sandy was already on probation, fresh out of YMC. I think she was in a rehab and she had left when she wasn't supposed to. Neither one of them were being controlled by their parents, so bad things happened.
Holly Harvey and Sandy Ketchum both attend the same school and they don't really know each other. One fateful day they meet in the school hallway and they have an instant connection.
I'm Holly. Sandy. I've seen you around, but never really knew your name.
She asked me if Sadie could come over, and I said I don't have a problem with that. I didn't think nothing of it. I figured it's a school friend of hers.
At first they're friends and then close friends, but it becomes more than friends.
So what the fuck are they doing,
eventually
dating?
become lovers.
That was the start of that relationship while she was at my house.
I knew they were like a couple. I understood that and I didn't mind that at all.
Pretty much stopped doing what I had asked her to do. I told Holly that I thought she needed to find another place to live.
At 15, Holly moves in with her grandparents, Carl and Sarah Collier.
When Holly Harvey landed at her grandparents' home, she wanted to continue to lead the lifestyle that she led prior to moving in with them. And that is, she wanted to do whatever she wanted to do.
She wouldn't do anything my parents wanted her to do. She had her bedroom down in the basement. That's when she started bringing Sandy into her room downstairs. They would do drugs. My parents did not know that Sandy was in there.
The grandparents decided that they were going to put some limits on Holly.
They were totally against a relationship between Sandy and Holly.
The most common scenario of females committing murder is when a parent or a grandparent tells them you can't date somebody.
I just wish we could go away from this place. Somewhere far away. Where we could be together forever. Forever?
But is you really gonna be together forever?
Forever.
There was a confrontation out in the driveway, and the grandparents were telling Holly that you're going to live by our rules. We want you to go to church. We want you to get, to really turn your life around.
I wish you would both just die!
That's a real nice way to talk, Holly.
I mean it! I should just kill both of you!
My dad had told that Holly had said that she was going to kill him. You blow that off sometimes, just thinking, yeah, right, she's going to do that. But I wish we had taken that threat more seriously.
She really killed their ass.
Holly had been talking for weeks about killing her.
We just have to get the money and all their jewelry. I know where they keep all of it. It'll be easy. Okay,
She agreed with her dumb
you're
ass.
gonna help me do this, right? Yeah. Sandy,
I would have said fuck
I
no.
need to know you're gonna do this with me.
Yes, I am. I said I would. I just want us to be together.
And we will. I told you.
Peer pressure is one of the top 10 causes of teen murder.
She killed her she killed her grandparents to rub USS Water another bitch. Please.
That work in this relationship. Sandy Ketchum is abandoned by her birth mother growing up.
She struggled with her image a lot. She had issues with boys, so it was naturally easier for her to set up friendship with a girl.
Ironically, in this case, Holly Harvey becomes a substitute for a loving, caring mother.
Holly and Sandy had told me, they were smoking laced weed. I could tell that they were about to do something wrong, but I just overlooked it.
One of the most interesting pieces of this case is that Holly Harvey wrote a to-do list on her arm.
She had made good notes on her arms as to the things they needed to remember to take.
On her arm, she wrote keys, kill, money, jewelry. They were going to grab the keys to the truck. They were going to kill Grandpa and Grandma. They were going to steal the money and the jewelry from the home. Then they were going to flee. And their dream was always to go to the ocean. So that's where they were going to go.
August 2nd, 2004.
The day of the murder, Sandy Ketchum called a couple of her friends and asked them if they knew where she could get her hands on a gun.
What do you need a gun for? And the girl said, well, take care of business. He says, well, you don't need to do anything crazy. I don't have a gun for you.
Once that fateful
How the
day
fuck
arrived,
do they
I
know
think
what
these
they
two
said?
girls were going to kill these two people. And I don't think there's anything they could have done on that day to change that.
Nothing at all.
Unable to procure a firearm, Holly Harvey and Sandy Ketchum retrieved several knives from the kitchen of Holly's grandparents' home.
Smoking marijuana, and the Colliers were about to go on a trip to Hawaii. So they had come downstairs to get the luggage out of the closet and smelt the marijuana.
Open up, Holly. We need to get some suitcases from the closet.
Hold on. Come in.
Okay, Holly, where is it? We know you're doing drugs. You can smell them all over the house.
Sandra was hiding beside the bed, pinned between the bed and the wall. Mr. Collier turned around
We know you're doing
to
drugs.
get the luggage out of the closet.
You are gonna turn out just like your mother.
Riverdale, Georgia, August 2nd, 2004. 15-year-old Holly Harvey and her friend Sandy Ketchum lure Holly's grandparents into her basement bedroom in order to murder them.
Holly, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Mr. Collier had pinned her to the bed and had stopped her attack.
Holly yelled for Sandy Ketchum to get out from under the bed and help.
Why aren't you helping me?
She jumped up and started stabbing grandmother. It became just a crazy scene, a bloody scene.
Mr. Collier, at a point, I'm sure Miss Collier did too, realized that they were battling for their lives. So he needed a weapon himself, so he flees the bedroom
Finish her off.
and goes upstairs with Holly in pursuit.
I'm gonna kill you.
And that's where the battle took place, in the kitchen.
The girls continued to stab until she finally dealt the fatal blow, a stab to his throat.
Girl, what? They crazy.
It was a very bloody scene in the kitchen. The girls kind of were frantic to know what to do, but they went back downstairs and checked on Grandma, and she was still alive.
In the dining room was Holly traveling after killing her grandfather back to her grandmother to help Sam finish off her.
Why won't you just die?
Holly Harvey stabbed her numerous times until she was dead.
They looked for money, couldn't find any. They got the keys for the truck and basically just went ahead and fled in panic.
When Holly and Sandy fled the murder scene, they called a friend, Sarah Polk, and they asked if they could stop by and see her.
Holly and Sandy came to my house.
Hey.
Oh my God, what happened?
They were covered in blood. I've never smelled blood like that before, but I can remember the smell.
We got jumped. We need a place to clean off. Can we come in? Are you hurt? No. Then where did all this blood come from?
They
Is this like a
knew
joke or something?
I wasn't falling for the we got jumped thing. I figured they might have killed an animal or something.
It doesn't matter. We just need a place to clean up. Can we please come in? There is no way you're coming into my house. What have you done? We didn't do anything. What did you do? We killed my grandparents, okay?
Holly said, we killed my grandparents.
What? Why? Cindy, why?
I looked at Sandy's face. Her face was pale white, like a ghost. And it was like she was just destroyed. I said, you can't take a shower here. My family will be home soon. And I went and I got them a towel and I gave it to them. Here, you can keep it.
Look, can we just come in? No, you guys need to get out of here now.
I told them, you know, you have to go to the end of the driveway. You can't stay here.
Come on, let's just get changed and go.
Sandy and Holly pulled to the end of the driveway and I watched as they were rumbling around in the truck to change their clothes and to wash the blood off. And I got to thinking, well, I'm already involved. I need to do something.
Sarah Polk calls 911. Police are dispatched to search for Holly and Sandy, while an officer visits Sarah to get what additional details she can provide.
Ms. Polk was able to tell us they're in her grandfather's blue pickup truck and what cell phones they were using, which
She just
turned out
snitched
to
on
be
her ass.
significant.
Police immediately responded to the home and found the murder scene.
We entered the home. There was a victim in the kitchen. And the obvious wound that I could see that I could tell was probably the fatal wound was a gaping wound to his neck, probably connected to the jugular vein.
Bro, I was asleep
The
so
second
hard.
victim was the grandmother at the bottom of the stairs, lying face up with the horrific stab wounds. When I first saw the crime scene, I thought we are dealing with psychopaths. In the
Definitely,
room, there was
because
a
who the fuck?
painting, and it had knife wounds all in the painting. Somebody put that oil painting, put it on the bed, and practiced stabbing the painting with the knife. Also in her room, there were pictures of her throughout the room in a bathing suit. And when I looked at that, I made the comment to Ethan. I said, this girl's going to the beach.
Tybee Island, Georgia. After murdering Holly's grandparents and driving for 4 hours, Holly and Sandy arrive at the coast, where they meet two teenage boys whose parents own a beach house nearby.
Really? There?
Yeah.
Cool. We're just looking for a place to stay, so just for a couple days.
Stay the night here? Yeah.
Really?
When the girls tell them they have no place to stay, the boys offer them their beach house. The girls accept.
They had technology that was
She
zoning
didn't want
in on
nothing.
where the
She didn't want
girls
nothing to do
were
with it.
based on their cell
And
phones.
she caught the
So you
cop.
think it's cool with your parents if we stay here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We were notified that U.S. Marshal's Office had found the vehicle on Tybee Island.
The next morning, the police close in on the beach house.
I don't know where
I
they
was
thought they
coming
was
through
going.
the backyard, and a teenage boy came out on the back deck. I said, what's going on? I said, we're looking for the girls. He said, well, they're in here. We just met them on the beach last night. So I told everybody, this is how.
She said they smelled like blood, which is crazy.
Tybee Island, Georgia. Early morning, August 3rd, 2004. 15-year-old Holly Harvey
Oh,
and
they're
Sandy
pretty.
Ketchum
They're
are
both
being
pretty.
hunted by local law enforcement authorities for the brutal stabbing murder of Holly's grandparents.
U.S. Marshal, you under arrest!
We found the girls on the second floor, laying on a mattress on the floor. Sandra had 2 kitchen knives in her pocket. Holly thought it was funny, as if, look what all you had to do just to catch us.
Holly was laughing. That told me how Holly's mindset was, that she had no remorse,
You think,
no
bitch?
cares. She wasn't expecting to get caught, and she was loving the attention.
I was having them separated to different cars, and I walked along with Sandra, and I said, are you going to tell me what happened? I just want to know. You're going to talk to me? She said, yeah, I'll talk to you. She showed genuine remorse. There was nothing phony about Sandra Ketchum or what she had been through. One of the things she said was, I just can't get the smell of blood out of my head.
A few days they had an arraignment. I was there at that, where they officially charged them with malice murder. The judge made her get up and tell the story as to what happened.
Where did you get the knife from? From the kitchen. And what type of knife was it?
The biggest one.
When you stabbed her in the back, what happened?
She screamed.
Did you see where you had stabbed her?
When I looked down, it was in his neck.
It
it was so
think time
chilling to hear
changed.
those words
I'm
come
about
out
to
of
be
her, that she
sleepy.
had done all those things.
I wanted to know why. I love Holly with all my heart and all my soul, but she's not the Holly that I knew. She's not the same Holly that I helped raise.
Holly Harvey is sentenced to 2 life terms in prison. Sandy Ketchum, tried separately, is sentenced to 2 life terms, plus an additional life term for armed robbery involving the theft of Carl Collier's truck. At sentencing, Sandy Ketchum asks for forgiveness.
If there was any way I could take their place and give them my life, I wouldn't think twice.
I would have had no problem had the law allowed us to do so, to have tried you for the death penalty in this case. However, that cannot be done because of your age.
In terms of death penalty, there is some recognition that, when we're dealing with a teen or an adolescent, we're dealing with unfinished people.
Holly Harvey also asks for forgiveness. Her mother, Carla, speaking to the press, is asked if she shares any of the blame for her daughter's actions.
Absolutely not any at all. It was her actions. It was her doing. I can't hold myself responsible.
First of all, you can't say
Carla
shit
stood up
because
there
you
at
wasn't
the
even
press
raising
conference
her.
and basically said this wasn't any of her doing. How can you not think that any of this was your fault? I don't think Holly will ever admit to her guilt, just like her mother.
Carla Collier, Holly's mother, died of a drug overdose in 2010.
When you look at the Holly Harvey Sandy Ketchum case, there were 2 major warning signs. The first, it is not normal for a child to say to you, I'm going to kill you, or I'm going to kill the whole family. Another warning sign for Holly Harvey is she would write the words, all I want to do is kill. We find these kind of drawings and poetry in teen killers' bedrooms prior to murder. Holly Harvey should have been removed from this home, put into a facility, and been given some in-depth counseling. The Colliers chose, instead, to fix this problem themselves, and unfortunately, it cost them their lives.
Sheriff's office. Hello, this is 911. I don't have an address. I'm trying to get one. I have 2 people.
There, child.